C.J. Stroud is getting the first team reps. Surprising or no?
No, I don't think so. I think you got this isn't the Bill O'Brien or Lovie Smith, you're a rookie, you got to earn it thing. I think the Texans are saying, look, let's give him a chance to I think this is something to build up the confidence early. They're not going to pit him against. I don't think you can take the chance of having Davis Mills play well in slot number 1 in camp, and then having other players say, "Hey, why isn't Davis Mills the quarterback right now? He's clearly better than C.J. Stroud."
I'm not sure they saw him last year.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure that would actually happen. But
Right.
Do you want to take that chance that Mills is more in control of the offense than C.J.? I'd rather have C.J. as the number 1 guy. And then if it's so bad that you have to flip it, then so be it. But give CJ a chance to work with the very best right now. And the very best is a relative term.
Well, and apparently during, the rookie workouts, first of all, the terminology CJ's got to get. He's got to get into the huddle. He's got to know where everybody is going to be. He's got to take snaps under center now, which he never had to do before. So he had a lot on his plate during the rookie workouts. Apparently, Bobby Slowik has said, or Gerard Johnson has said, man, he has made a big stride just from that to this. Listen, it's no big deal. It's no easy transition where you never took snaps under center to get under center now in the NFL, and this is a whole new ball game. You see the field totally differently from under center than you do from the shotgun.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
There's different footwork from under center.
Yeah,
way different footwork getting into it.
And so he's got a lot. Not only does he have to read NFL defenses and all the complexities of that and everything that goes into learning an entire offense in an offseason, but he's also got to, adjust his game. And apparently he has taken major strides already. Here's Bobby Slowik talking about C.J. Stroud so far in camp.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Really, all the rookies in general came into from the get-go with the mindset of they were going to attack this thing. I mean, they've all been mentally in the classroom. They've been getting after it as far as putting the time in. They came to work. They've been buying into what we're telling them to do on the field. Yeah, it's similar to what Burke had just said when he was talking about the overall philosophy. Like, everything we do really as a football team starts from minutia and grows up into an offensive side of the ball, and then from there into a team. And there's a lot of fundamentals and techniques that go along with that at every position. So quarterback, receiver, back, all the way across the offense. And they've all really came in and attacked it as a group, which is probably one of the coolest things to see with CJ is it's not just him alone. They're all doing it together. And he's been awesome. He's been putting the work in. They've all been coming in for some extra work and doing stuff on their own when they're away from here. They've been doing great.
That's all good to hear. All really good to hear. And, like we said before, like CJ apparently had some issues with the offensive coordinator at Ohio State, so he went right to Ryan Day.
Yeah.
He's got no choice.
That's a true
He's got
story.
Bobby Slowik.
Yeah, that's a true story.
He's got no choice.
Because he knew Day was the guy that kind of was the architect of the offense.
Yeah.
So he just worked with him. I'm sure it will be diminished like it wasn't a big deal. But I know this is accurate, that he just didn't think highly of his quarterback coach. So, that's where some of the background stuff you heard about, some of the coachability or some of the, whatever you heard behind the scenes. Now he's really got to get along with Bobby Slowik and Gerard Johnson. Gerard is going to be his mentor, I think, as the quarterback coach, and then the guy who's the architect of the offense is going to be Slowik, and they all need to make it work. So they ran 1,275 offensive plays, the San Francisco 49ers, last year. Interesting. And 706 were out of shotgun. Some may look at, much more than 50%. That may shock some people. I'm actually surprised it's that low.
That low.
I would have thought it was even higher because Kyle Shanahan put in pistol for RG3 when he came out of Baylor, which is a huge change for Mike Shanahan's offense. Like, everything had been under center. A big part of it is how many steps it takes on the outside zone before you get to the mesh point to hand off, because it creates flow. So it's all of a timing-based thing. So when you go out of the pistol, it was a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, listen, how many yards did Arian Foster get off of that play?
Oh, it was huge.
That
Arian
outside
was the
outside
stretch
handoff,
play.
yeah.
It's huge because it gives him a chance so it's usually 3 steps I think it's 1.5. I'm trying to remember. The mesh point's different. So it gives Arian a chance to scan before he even gets to the ball. He's scanning linebackers and making his reads.
Cutback lanes.
Making his reads into tackle. There's certain reads that you'll teach him. And that's why the timing, the mesh point gets there quicker. Gary Kubiak I asked him about it one time. At a pistol, it gets there quicker. I hate the outside zone out of shotgun. I hate it with an offset back because you don't. It's stretch wide, and every offensive lineman and O-line coach will tell you it is a play that's destined to fail. So a lot of the outside zone stuff has to come out of, I think, under center. So it is going to be important for him to learn under center.
No, absolutely. The one thing I can see out of the shotgun is the quarterback catches it and then pitches the pitch.
Turn it into a quick pitch,
right, a quick pitch. That you can run an outside zone on. But, yeah, we're going to see – I think we're going to see a lot of that. Who's going to have – I wonder who's going to have more success on that outside zone run, Pierce or Singletary. I wonder if Pierce is going to be that kind of guy or if he's a quick hitter.
No, Pierce can run outside zone. He's a one-cut, and it's perfect for Pierce. He is a plant and go back with very little change of direction. This is going to be – Pierce is getting ready to have a year now. Dameon Pierce, for me, I think he's going to go – over 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns. I think we're about to see a big year from Dameon Pierce.
That would be awesome.
Big year from Dameon Pierce. It depends on how many carries they give him relative to Singletary. I think what's the usage rate, but I think Dameon Pierce is going to work great in this offense. I like the fact that Juice Scruggs is here. I'm not 100% sure that he's a great fit for the outside zone stuff in terms of getting up to the Mike linebackers and making some of those blocks on the second level. That's the one question that I had about him coming out, but I'm looking at 49ers had 434 rush attempts from under center, and they had 184 from shotgun. So, the difference is who you had: Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, and Brock Purdy. All those guys, I got to remember what Brock Purdy did. I think they were out of the gun a lot at Iowa State. But it's only out of the – I should double-check that. But I feel like it's primarily out of the gun at Ohio State. So these are a lot of – like this is you played quarterback. Yep. Learning footwork and stuff, it's a big deal unless he's done that. And I'm not sure that Stroud has done a lot of the footwork stuff. But it's you learn it. You learn it pretty quickly.
Yep.